you you take the student step by step. So you go to the introduction, to the theory,
Good.
to the practice, and then to more practice. So in that
Great.
way, I was able to see the small details in every section in order to tackle the difficult, get the score that I wanted. Yes.
Hello, it's Lucilejo here, and today we have another successful interview. It's probably one of the most successful interviews of 2022. So today we have Enrique with us. So Enrique, he's an industrial engineer, and he's originally from Lima, Peru, and he wanted to study abroad. He wanted to be part of this MIT Institute. He wanted to study in America, in the United States of America. But in order to do this, he needed the TOEFL, right? And he needed a good score in the TOEFL exam. So he enrolled in our program, and in a very short period of time, he got 100 points in the TOEFL exam, which allows him now to be part of actually any place he wants to study. So congratulations, first of all, Enrique, for this accomplishment. And how are you?
Hi, Lucio. Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. I'm great. And yes, the institute that I want to get in, they required a 100 points minimum to be competitive.
Good.
So, my first score was 98. And that was another story to tell, another decision to take also, again, the exam, the TOEFL exam, to get the 100 score. Yes.
Good. So could you tell us briefly why do you need the TOEFL?
Why?
Yep.
Because I wanted to study abroad into the MIT Institute. I want to study a master in supply chain management. I know that other institutes or the universities require also this TOEFL exam for foreign students. So they require a minimum of, depending, 90 points or maybe 100 points like MIT. So it was a must to me to take the exam.
Correct. And why do you want to be part of this MIT Institute? I mean, why? How was the process before you made a decision to study there?
Okay, I am actually sorry, nowadays I am working in a retail company. So I have 4 years working there. So in my field, I have experience in logistics,
Good.
but I want to know more about the theory and how to improve the logistics, and not only in Peru, maybe outside also abroad. So I wanted to study supply chain management in order to complement my experience with this new theory to improve a company's logistic. So MIT was one of my options. I can say the better option for me to study there and maybe work in the United States and get experience with those retail companies that are there. Like, for example, Home Depot is a good company for me. It's like a top retail company to learn from. So yeah, that was my goal, my achieve that I wanted to make.
Okay, so basically you saw this as an opportunity, not only to study abroad, but also stay in that country and work for American companies.
Yes,
Good.
yes, that's right.
Yeah, this is a very smart move.
Yes, MIT gives you the opportunity to study, but also not only to study, but also to work there.
Good.
because they give you a special visa to work there for 3 years. So I want to take this opportunity. Yes.
That's great. That's fantastic. Now, that was your um I mean, what were you doing before you enroll in this program? You told us very briefly that you have already tried to take the TOEFL
Oh, yes.
and you got a score, but it was not enough. So
Yes.
then you saw our program, you enroll it, and then you finally could get the score that you wanted. Could you tell us briefly what was going on before you enroll in the program?
Um, Before I took the program, I didn't take the exam. I never take it the exam, so I didn't know how was the exam, how was the structure, how was the timing,
Mhm.
all those details. But after I enrolled to your program,
Mm.
I realized that there was a lot to study, a lot to
Right.
know, a lot to take in consideration about
Mm.
readings, listening, speaking, and also writing. So those tips were important for me to be successful in both exams, because the exam that I took after your program, I got 98, but there was a problem in my microphone. So I think that I didn't have 100 because that little detail, but I decided to take again the exam,
Good.
and I got 100 score, like MIT asked to
Mm.
me to in order to qualify the
Correct.
minimum they wanted.
Correct. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. I mean, sometimes these small details play an important role at the end of the
yes,
day. And yeah, I mean, just 2 or 5 extra points at the end of the day makes a whole difference.
totally, yes.
Mm.
The 2 points makes the difference, like you said.
Yeah.
And thanks to your tips, to your program, I was able to like I sent you my first score that I got 30 in the reading, 30. So uh, thank you to your tips, like to skim the reading
Mm.
was helpful to solve the problems in the
Good.
reading section.
Great.
Yeah, the writing was also a good part in the independent essay. It
Mhm.
was really helpful also to have a template in order to easily write the 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 writing section.
Right.
And the listening was okay, and the speaking templates that we worked,
Mm.
and that was also helpful. Yes.
Yes, the templates we provide our students are very useful, very
Yes.
helpful. And speaking of which, what
Yeah.
do you like most about the program? I mean, this program. What do you, if you have to mention one feature, one characteristic
Mhm.
from the many things that you saw in this program, what would it be?
It will be the part that you you take the student step by
Mm.
step.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you go to the introduction, to the
Good.
theory, to the practice, and
Mhm.
then to more practice. So in that
Great.
way, I was able to see the small details in every
Mm.
section in order
Mhm.
to tackle the difficult, um get the score that I wanted. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So we basically guide you through the whole process, right?
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, we first we got you familiar with the format of the exam. We talked to you about what kind of questions you could face. We
Yeah.
shared the strategies, the tips, the techniques, and of course the practice too, right? The mock tests,
Yes.
and the feedback, of course, to improve your speaking and writing skills. Now, what are your plans for the future, Enrique? You finally got the score that you needed. So, what's the next step for you?
Well, as I told you, I am waiting for my answer on the MIT. If it is positive, I will travel to the United States to study and work there. But if it is the other side, maybe I will try to apply to another university, another master in supply chain, to continue study abroad and work there. That's my objective, my final objective. Yes, but the TOEFL exam will help me a lot.
Great.
With this applying, with the applications.
Correct, because it's a requirement, right? I mean, if you don't have the TOEFL, so you will never be accepted.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Okay. Well, just to finish this interview, Enrique, what would you recommend to those professionals out there, engineers mostly, who are watching this interview and who also want to study or work in a different country, but who haven't got the TOEFL yet? What would you recommend to those people?
I would recommend them to take your program at least 2 months, because it was for me perfect to take first month to the theory and the second to the strategies and practice. So it was really helpful to me, and I will encourage them to study English and practice English if they want to study abroad, because no Spanish, yes, they can also ask you for another language, but English is the most important for them to take you in their institute. Yes,
correct. So basically, don't let just the English, right, be an obstacle for you to achieve your goals, to make your dreams come true.
Yes, totally.
And find a mentor, find a program. This is one of the programs of two.
Yes,
and we can help you, right? We can help you with just getting this certificate as soon as possible. So Enrique, thank you very much for accepting to record this interview, man. Quite sure that this interview, like many others we did in the past, will help and motivate and inspire people out there who also want to get the certificates, IELTS, TOEFL, Cambridge, and who haven't, but probably they will change their minds and finally be able to do it. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Lucio, and I hope yes, those engineers enroll in your program, because it will be great for them. It will be great for them.
All right. Thanks, man.